Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and today we are going to be checking out the Masters of the Universe Revelation Teela from the Masterverse line. Now, this is actually the second Teela in this lineup, and the second one based on her appearance in the Revelation animated series. But as you can see, this one is much more of the classic-inspired Teela, wearing her classic outfit there. We got interchangeable hands and head, all that good stuff going on in there. So as you can see, in the same style window box packaging we've seen for the Masterverse line so far. Rotating around to the side, we've got some awesome artwork of Teela charging into battle. And again, even more artwork on the back with her hair down. We've got a description of Teela, warrior goddess from the Revelation series, and a cross-sell showing the other figures in this wave. So love to see the continuation of the artwork on this packaging. I really do think that it makes it stand out, especially I love that the artwork on the spine is different. It really does make kind of a neat bookend display if you're somebody who wants to keep these in the package and line them all up, but I am not one of those people. We are going to open this up and get a closer look at the figure within. All right, so we've got our Teela outside of the packaging. Bringing in the tape measure here, you can see that she is just shy of the 7-inch scale there. So that does actually make her a little bit shorter than the male figures in the line, but puts her right to scale pretty much exactly where she should be. Now, this is, of course, based on her appearance in the Revelation animated series, though it's based on the earlier part, or episode 1, where she's got her more traditional outfit on before everything changed and she changed up her look for the show. And it's actually a really nice representation of the character. I love the classic look. You can see there's a lot of mixed stuff going on here. Like, they definitely took things from the vintage, they took some of the updates from the 2000X series, kind of mashed them together, and you still get a very basic looking Teela action figure here that is recognizable as the character. She's got her hair done up in the bun on top of her head. There's a nice little kind of dry brush in there too, some black washing basically, that kind of brings it out, but it is that nice red color. You got the gold tiara. I really like the details on the face. I think the face looks really good here. It's kind of just a stern look, but I think the paint deco is all really, really nice there. And then the outfit that she's wearing is a great combination of this bright gold and bright white. It looks really, really nice all the way through and through. And then the boots there, you can see she's got like the white tufts at the top of her boots. I will say in some spots, the white is chipping off on my figure. You can see there's a couple of little bitty spots by her leg where the brown underneath is exposed. So that's a bit unfortunate. It kind of happened all the way around actually. So the white on the boots definitely isn't as nice as the rest of the figure. However, I do think she's a very nice looking figure all in all. And if you are familiar with this line, you probably know what to expect with the articulation, but we'll run through that here real quick. The head is on a ball joint, so you can actually pop the head right off the joint, and that's because we do have some interchangeability I'll show you here in just a bit. You can see the arms go up, forwards, backwards, as well as swivel at the bicep. You do have double joints at the elbow, which is for a good range of motion there. Swivel at the wrist, hinge joints at the wrist. You've got the ball joint at the torso there. The waist does swivel still right there. You can see that the outfit comes with the waist, which is really nice. So it actually does turn. It doesn't hinder the articulation whatsoever. You got those ball socket joints there at the thigh, so the legs can go outwards. Again, the skirt piece does not hinder that whatsoever. You can go forwards and backwards, swivel at the thigh cut. You do have very tight double joints at the knees there, so again, keeps the figure nice and sturdy, but has a good range of motion. Swivel at the boot cut, and then the ankles can move forwards, backwards, as well as rock side to side. So all the articulation is very nice on this figure. It feels tight, so you shouldn't have any problems keeping her standing, posing her around, and mixing and matching parts. Because of course, like a lot of the figures in this line, she does come with things like interchangeable hands. Now, right now you'll see that I've got her with a closed right fist and a gripping left hand. She also has a gripping right hand, so you can replace the closed fist, and she's got the open left hand. So in order to do that, you can just pop the hands right out of the joints there, just like socket joints. They plug in very nicely. So actually, we're going to go ahead and swap both because that'll fit in nicely with some of the accessories that we're going to look at here. But before we get to that though, she does also come with an alternate head. So this is the hair down head sculpt with a very angry look on her face. Of course, this is supposed to be from the scene where she got angry, pulled the tiara out of her head, threw it down to the ground. So you can easily pop the head off. You can swap this other head on. Some of the hair is like kind of flowing down in front of her left eye there. You know, it's a nice looking head. It's okay. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, she just looks so pouty in this head sculpt. I almost wish it was a little bit more of just like a generic face like this one instead of going with the full on. I mean, like she's got like the crinkled brow and she's got this big pout in her lips. I don't know. I don't really like the hair down pose. But you know, it's an option and some folks out there might like it and that is totally cool. But I will definitely be displaying mine like this with the classic look. And then as far as her weapons go, she does come with a sword, which is very nice. You can see it's got the metallic silver blade painted on the handle there. So she can hold that in either one of those gripping hands. But of course, I changed her with the open left hand because she also has a shield accessory. Now, this is just molded in a gold-like plastic. It matches some of the gold seen on her outfit there. And this is the same kind of thing where it's got like one of the straps is a little bit bigger because it's meant to go over the wrist while the other one the forearm, while the other one is meant to go over her wrist. So you can actually just kind of fit that over that open hand. And it's actually pretty tight. It actually fits on the arm really well. And now you've got a great looking armed up Teela ready to charge into battle. So we're going to run into a little bit of comparison time here, but what I really want to start with is comparing her with the first Revelation Teela that came out. And the reason that I really wanted to focus on this is because I want to show you that for some reason this new Teela is quite a bit taller than the Teela that came before. Now, this is supposed to be the same character from the same cartoon, but she's definitely bigger. Like, she's taller. The other one was probably a little too short, I think. So it's really interesting looking at these two side by side. I didn't even notice that this one seemed tall until I stood her next to the other Revelation Teela there. So really interesting stuff. Now, you can do some parts mix and match on here. So, like, if you want to, you know, if you want to swap the head from this other version of Teela over, you can do that if you want to. You can put it on kind of like the classic outfit. I will say that the skin tones don't match perfectly, and for some reason it really bobbles around. That older head bobbles around a bit too much. It's very loose on this new body here. Now, I did like this quite a bit. If you take that bun up head and you put it kind of on the other body she's wearing, I think that actually looks really cool. I think this is a great look. That costume actually works really well. It's almost like she's got some special armor on for a special mission or something. I don't know. The mixing and matching is actually pretty cool between these figures. So it's just something I wanted to show you guys for anybody that was curious about trying that themselves. And we've also got to go ahead and stand her alongside the Masters of the Universe Classics version of Teela, just so you can see what these two look like side by side. So there you go, my friends. That is a look at the new Masters of the Universe Revelation Teela from the Masterverse toy line. I like this figure quite a bit. I think it's a really great update to the classic look. And while she does have a bit of an animation look to her, honestly, she fits in pretty good with like your New Eternia He-Man and Skeletor if you're kind of just going for an updated roster of classic Masters of the Universe characters. She fits in pretty well with those. So all in all, I really like this particular figure. So this wave of Masterverse action figures is starting to hit store shelves right now. I actually ordered mine through BigBadToyStore.com, so I will link to that in the video description. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video, and until next time.